Hello sir, this is our instrumentation transducer trainer. In this trainer, we have 10 types of sensors. This is loads upon strain sensor, thermocouple upon thermistor, RTD, speed sensor, smoke sensor, limit switch and optocoupler, and last one is LVDT sensor. This section is for measurement of voltages and displacements. First of all, we are going to demonstrate load cell upon strain sensor. In this sensor, we can connect the circuit as shown in the manual also, and then put the selector switch to load upon strain, okay, and connect the load cell accord, according to the wire. If the digital panel meter shows any type of reading, you can adjust zero adjustment port to show the zero reading, and then put the 200-gram weights on the load cell, and the meter shows some reading. If this reading is not accurate, you can select the weight adjust and set the 200-gram load on the DPM, and put off the weight, and the DPM shows the 0 gram. You make these steps for 2 or 3 times, and the sensor will be set. And now put the another 200-gram weights and another 200-gram weights. The meter reading increases. So this is the experiment of load cell upon strain gauge. If you want to see the strain, put the switch to downward position, and it will show the strain. Okay, this is the experiment of load cell upon strain gauge sensor. Now this is our thermocouple upon thermistor sensor section. Connect the circuit according to this, and first of all set the band switch to the thermocouple position, and set the room temperature with minimum temperature adjustment port. Okay, connect the thermocouple to the sockets, and then set the room temperature according to the thermometer. Now after setting the connection, if we put the iron on the tip of the thermocouple, the temperature will rise. And the same experiment is done with thermistor input, thermistor sensor. Connect the thermistor to the thermistor input and put the switch to thermistor, and then set the room temperature according to the set minimum temperature, and then put the iron to the thermistor, and you will see the temperature will rise. The experiment will also be done to the beaker provided with the instrument. Okay, thank you. Now this is our RTD sensor. Connect the RTD probe according to the color coding, and connect the power supply according to this, and output to the input of digital panel meter. Connect the A to B point, like this. Same as previous experiment of thermocouple, select the band switch to the RTD position and set the room temperature to minimum temperature setting. Okay, then put the iron to the RTD probe. The temperature will rise. Do this experiment with the beaker provided with the instrument and heating rod also provided for water heating. Now this is our limit switch and optocoupler sensor. In this experiment, connect the output of limit switch to the pulse input and power supply according to this. If you press the pulse switch, the LED will glow and the buzzer will beeping. This is the experiment of limit switch and optocoupler. Now this is the LVDT sensor. In this experiment, connect the circuit according to this and put the switch to internal mode. First of all, set the micrometer position to 0 mm. If the meter will not show the 0 displacement, set the 0 adjustment port. Now move the LVDT to the 5 mm displacement. Coincide the 0 to the 5 mm. Okay, like this. And the displacement will show on digital panel meter. If you adjust the micrometer to the backward position, you will see the effect of TPM. This is for minus displacement, minus 5 mm displacement. Like this. So this is the experiment of LVDT transducer. You can connect the CRO to B point and ground point and see the wave shapes also. Now this is the experiment of speed sensor. In this experiment, we going to demonstrate photo sensor and proximity sensor. First of all, connect the photo sensor output to the sensor input according to the color coding, and motor unit also connect to the motor unit according to color coding. Now switch on the instrument, power on the this switch and put the photo sensor input switch. Now anti-clockwise the speed of motor. Switch on the motor unit and slowly increase the speed of the motor. The RPM will show on the RPM meter. If you slow down the speed, the RPM will decreases. Now make the connections of proximity sensor according to the color coding. Switch Put the switch to proximity sensor and the power on the instrument and also motor unit. Then slowly increase the speed of the motor and you will see the RPM on the panel. If you decrease the speed of the motor and also see the effect of the now this is the experiment of speed sensor of photoelectric sensor and proximity. Now this is our smoke sensor. Put the connection as shown in the instrument and connect the VCC and ground to the smoke sensor input according to the color coding. Now put the smoke in front of sensor and the buzzer will start beeping. Now this is the all the experiments of instrumentation transducer trainers. Thank you.